all these podcasts, all this self-help, all of this stuff. We could summarize all of it to one thing. It's just hard work. There is no shortcut. There is no shortcut to looking good. There is no shortcut to a good body, to being athletic, to getting a D1 scholarship. There is no shortcut to any of it. It is hard work. The problem is that nobody wants to put in the work. I remember we were talking, I'm like, is this gonna be a good idea? And deep down, something kept telling me like, this is a good idea, right? Right now people are fear mongering. This is the bandwagon effect. And obviously there's a quote that says that you should buy when there's blood on the street. And this is a quote referring to the stock market. But basically it says to sell when people, or buy when there's blood on the streets or something like that. So basically when people are like panicking, that's when you should be buying. When people are rejoicing and on the top, that's when you sell. Right? So I was like, you know what? We invested all the money for it. And the biggest thing for this was mindset, believe it or not. Mindset. Here's the thing. I was getting comfortable. I was getting really comfortable. In our area in Florida, we were the largest shipper in that area. So I was getting comfortable. And I remember the time that I was the hungriest was when my back was against the wall. And that was when I first started, that I was that broke kid. I was working from home. I was finally starting to make a little bit of money. And at the time, my mentality was I need an office space. And I remember there was an office space, $700 a month. And I was scared out of my mind, right? Nobody in my family has ever started a business. That the idea of being your own boss, like it just has ever crossed anybody's, right? So I remember, even my parents were not comfortable with me doing this. Like, you're 19, why would you do this? You just started making money. Why not make money from your bedroom? And I very well could have made my money from my bedroom. But then again, I might have not, because my mindset was not there. Like I was not driven enough, nor was I under enough pressure. Because in my mind, it's like, if I fail, okay, cool, I'm still here. I'll just live under my parents. So I remember pulling that trigger and I got that office. That was the best decision of my life. We expanded tremendously. We blew to the million by next year. Like we were just flying at that time. And what we started doing is that we just started renting all the spaces around that office till we had about 15 to 17,000 square feet of office space, right? But what ended up happening is like I got into this state of comfort, and comfort kills. Comfort is a killer, especially in this industry, because there's somebody always working harder. And the one thing that defeats comfort, it's that fire, right? It's that risk that you can lose it all. You can no longer be comfortable. Now you are uncomfortable. I was in that state, tired and comfortable. I'm like, look, I'm not spending a lot of money here because this is a safe bet. I'm in my hometown. I'm making good money. I didn't have a need to innovate. I didn't have a need to continue to grow or expand. And that's why we moved. This move right here was like when I first got my shed. I wanted a bigger area where I can get more employees, more talented employees, and I had bigger shoes to fill. So remember how I said I was the biggest shipper in the area in Florida? Again, the head guy from FedEx, that's correct, from the South Florida region would drive up 2 hours to come to our office. So we come here, right? And by the way, this month has been the most, again, lucrative. And I don't say this to brag in any way. I'm just saying like 100. What's going on really, right? I'm trying to be transparent. It's been the most lucrative month we've ever had, right? We have millions of inventory back there. Almost 90% of it is gone at this point, right? Ask me if any manager or head of FedEx has come here.
Has they come, Jose?
They have not come. They have not come. We are no longer the biggest fish. That's literally, so I remember the FedEx guys come, about 5 of them came to, and these are just basic guys just to scan the packages in and take them out. So I went, I usually like to talk to them, build a relationship with them, right? Because they're our shipper. So I was like, are you guys surprised by how much product? And they scoffed. Legit, like that. Yo, I felt it like, he humbled me mad quick. I was like, all right. I mean, he's like, oh, we've done more. And then they're like, on 5th Street, that company moves X amount. I got bigger shoes to fill now. I don't love the fact, but there's just so much more responsibility. There's so much more fire. We have so many more families, including my own, that I cannot screw up. That's so hard for people to understand. They still don't get it. I can explain it 100 times and people are like, why would you do that? A lot of people come to my office and ask me, like, because we have interns that we're mentoring, and they ask me the same question every single time, like, why would you do it, right? Was it a smart idea? Is it paying off? And I tell them the same thing. Ask me in 10 years. I'll tell you in 10 years if it worked or not. right? If it didn't work, cool. The market's gonna let me know I made a stupid decision and I gotta start all over again. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with starting with nothing again. I know the risk involved. I know how much I can lose, right? But right now it's too short term to tell. In 10 years, I can tell you if this was a good move or not. The same way that I knew renting that little office that was $700 a month, that was way too much money for me at that time, was a great idea. The best idea I've ever had. I'm gonna let you know in 10 years. I tell this to everybody, and it's not a form of cockiness. It really is, because people want secret sauces. People want like that little hack, right? And I tell this to everybody. It doesn't matter what industry it is. If I was in that industry with you at the same time, I would beat you. I would outwork you every single time, because I show up every day. I show up when I'm stressed out. I show up when I'm tired. I show up when I'm burnt out. I show up when I'm taking L's, and I take a lot of L's. I show up every day. 4 in the morning, I'm waking up. I'm in the office by 6, sometimes 5:30. So first of all, weekends to me are like a Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's the first. Like, I don't work. Today's a Friday. I didn't even remember it was a Friday. Like
today's Friday.
Today's Thursday.
Oh, there you go.
So you know you work. We don't know what day it is.
Thursday. To me, it doesn't matter. Like, every day is the same. I'm coming in every day. Like, I don't work for the weekend. Right. That's a horrible mindset to have. And if you have it, chances are you just don't love what you do. Right. So to me, every day is the same. Wake up 4 in the morning. Right. That rings off. I'll go to the gym, or I'll either go for a jog or whatever. Have my breakfast, shower, change. I'm in the office working by 5:36, right? From 6 till usually about 8, I'm going at it. Well, tell this to everybody. It never gets easier. It only gets harder. And I don't expect it to get easier. I'm expecting it to get harder. I was telling you this. Yo, I'm young. We're all young. I got gray hairs. It is that stressful. So it'll never get easier. The more you make, the more responsibilities, the more stress, the more people that you have depending on you. And people tell me all this time, oh, I would love for you to record a day of your life. You'd get bored.
Yeah.
You would get bored. Because people think that being an entrepreneur is flashy.
Yeah.
Jets, driving around, yada, yada, yada. I'm behind my computer, grinding.
Yes.
Just putting in work. And you're just going to see me this. Okay? That's what you're going to see me do all day long for 8 to 10 hours. It is 100% consistency.
Yeah.
It is consistency. How long can you stay standing on the top of the hill? Right? It's easy to work when you're winning. Because I felt that before. Especially when you're initially just like blowing up, oh, of course you're motivated. You're seeing the numbers roll in.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's easy, right? But I want you to keep going 5 years from now. I want you to keep going when you're losing every day. You're seeing the numbers maybe dwindle or flatline. I want you to keep going when you're burnt out and you're out of ideas. That's when I'm gonna win. Because I've gone through all of that.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
But guess what? I still wake up and come in and I have my routine. The routine saves it all. See, because it's like I'm like almost OCD, and my wife will attest to this. I've been with her for 3.5 years. I eat the exact same breakfast every day. The point is that I am a man of routine. So, for example, my perfect vacation is about 3 to 4 days. Anything more than that, I'm itching. Like, I just feel uncomfortable. I need to get back to it. Like, and it is that consistency that I'm always gonna win. Because even when I am losing, I'm gonna show up. And you can feel like you're winning, but I'm still showing up every day. And now that I have all this to deal with, that I know I cannot fail, I'm hungrier than ever. I'm working harder than ever. That's when I'm gonna win, because this is how I'm built. There is no difference. There is no secret sauce to it. So over time, who has a higher chance of success? If I'm showing up every week for 90 to 100 hours, you show up, I'm not saying you, but the average person shows up for 30 to 40 hours, who has the higher chance of success here? Who has the higher chance to capitalize on an opportunity that comes their way? I'm there every day.
Exactly.
I have the chance. It's on my side. It's an unfair game before we even started. Hard work. That's all.